I've been trying to divorce my crazy fucking wife for months. She's been verbally abusive. She's hit me before, and she's also an addict.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
I've told her so many times I was going to get a restraining order if she did not stop showing up to my job and threatening me. I never actually did it. Definitely should have, though. And out of nowhere, she files one against me.
Okay.
So I just reviewed all of her paperwork. What the hell do I do now?
Unfortunately, this kind of thing does happen more than people realize. Sometimes people who commit abuse or harassment will use the legal system as a way to further that harassment and abuse. Do you know if a temporary restraining order was granted after she filed that request for the restraining order?
Let me check the paperwork I was served with.
It would be Form DV 110.
Okay. Okay, yes, it does say that a temporary restraining order was granted.
All right, just so you know, while a temporary restraining order is in place, the TRO is enforceable. It is an official court order, even if it's only on a temporary basis. Have you filed a written response yet?
Yes, I just did.
Okay, so as for what typically happens next in a domestic restraining order proceeding here in the state of California, after a response is filed, the court is again going to hold a hearing before they determine whether or not to make that TRO a permanent order. That is the opportunity for both parties to show up and present their side, presenting any evidence that they have in support of or in opposition to the granting of that restraining order. Now, sir, you mentioned at the beginning of this call, you have also experienced a
Yes, and I threatened to get a restraining order against her, and I never did because I didn't want to do that to her.
Okay. So I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not telling you not to do this, but it is an option. If you have experienced, you have the option to also file your own restraining order, regardless of the fact that she filed a restraining order against you first. It would be a very similar process. You would have to fill out all the same paperwork that she did, detail your allegations, and then provide evidence of those allegations. But usually what happens in those sorts of cases, courts will consolidate those hearings to basically not have repetitive and unnecessary hearings. And in cases in which the judge believes that there has been abuse committed on both sides, the court may grant restraining orders to both sides.